Wendell E. Dorsett began attending Texas Technological College in the fall of 1953 to pursue a Bachelor of Science degree in agricultural engineering. Upon his graduation in the summer of 1957, he accepted a design engineering position in the Advanced Engineering Department for International Harvester Company in East Moline, Illinois, where he stayed for the next 2 years. In 1959, Wendell accepted a job at Farm Equipment Research and Engineering Center in Hinsdale, Illinois, where he was involved with the development of the first all-rotary combine. A patent was granted for the low silhouette engine cooling device. In 1960, he shifted gears again and moved to Albany, Georgia, to work for Lilliston Implement Company to help work on the development and introduction of a new line of peanut harvesting equipment. His work there paid off, and the Model 1500 peanut combine would become the industry standard for years to come, and his team was granted 3 different patents for this combine. In 1967, he accepted a position as Assistant Chief Engineering at Lockwood Corporation in Gering, Nebraska. He was involved in the engineering of a complete line of potato and sugar beet harvesting equipment, as well as a pecan harvester and tree shaker. 1970, Wendell became an instructor for the Dale Carnegie course for effective speaking and human relations, through which he taught sessions in Scottsbluff, Fremont, Blair, Columbus, and Omaha, Nebraska, and continued this until 1985. In 1974, Wendell accepted a position with Valmont Industries Incorporated in service and training for the center pivot irrigation machines. During his tenure with Valmont, he was named National Service Manager, Wastewater Sales Manager, and Director of Product Management and Special Projects. He became a certified professional engineer in both Nebraska and Texas in 1981. Wendell supervised the irrigation development for a 34 pivot installation, sales, and an installation of pivots for municipal wastewater for the cities of El Reno, Oklahoma, and Winter Haven and Tallahassee, Florida, as well as several smaller operations, including the distribution of the municipal sludges and the liquid manure from animal feeding operations, for which a patent was granted as well. In 1983, Wendell went international when he began assisting in the international sales of the center pivot and linear machines for Valmont, beginning with an expo in Moscow. After this trip, a new type of linear was developed and installed in the Ukraine region, resulting in several trips and meeting with Vodstroi, whose Ministry of Land Reclamation and Water Management for the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics. Beginning in 1984, Vodstroi asked Valmont to be involved in all of the components and the design, selection, and installation of equipment and products for a drip irrigation factory. After many discussions and trips back and forth, the contract for approximately $30 million was signed in September 1986. Wendell also assisted in the development of the software for the evaluation of the coefficient of uniformity for the various types of sprinkler types used on a center pivot and linear moving machines, which was used by the National Resource Conservation Service branch of the USDA. Along with Wendell's extensive professional accomplishments, he also served on the Irrigation Association Certification Board from 1995 to 2003, where he coordinated the certificate irrigation designer testing and assisted in editing the various manuals and books for the organization. Later on, he became a certificate irrigation designer himself. He received the 2010 Irrigation Association Industry Achievement Award, and throughout his professional life, he traveled to more than 30 countries while training dealers and customers in the design and use of the irrigation equipment. He has been on the Agricultural Society of Agricultural and Biological Engineer member for more than 60 years. Overall, Wendell Dorsett has 5 different patents in his name. He worked in the agriculture industry for 52 years before retiring in April 2009. He now enjoys his retirement with his high school sweetheart and wife, Norma, and his 2 daughters, Jane and Jill. He is still active in the agriculture community and owns the farm he grew up on in Winters, Texas, which still produces cotton, wheat, and milo.